Known around the world as the land of origin, cradle of mankind, home to the 3.2 million-year-old Lucy, the land of over 80 nations, nationalities, and peoples remains a symbol of wonders and harmony between mankind and nature. Home to wondrous historical and natural sites, a beautiful country in the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia. Its economy has long been dependent on agriculture, and its natural resources have been widely exploited. Ethiopia's alarmingly receding vegetation cover is one aspect of environmental degradation. Alternatively, in the Majang Zone in the Gambela regional state of Ethiopia, communities benefit from sustainable development by maintaining the balance of their natural environment. The Majang Zone is one of many in the Gambela National Regional State in southwestern Ethiopia. The region houses 5 indigenous ethnic groups: Nuer, Agnuak, Majang, Opo, and Komo. They maintain their original cultural values as well as strive to protect the environment where their livelihood is based. This proposed biosphere reserve area has a distinctive culture and pattern of human activity. They embrace its strong potential for ecotourism with its diverse cultural and natural landscapes that include tropical forests, lakes, fountains, and historical bridges. Biosphere refers to the whole area of Earth's surface, atmosphere, and the sea. The Majang Zone covers a total of 225 hectares of land, with an estimated population of 80,000. The area manifests its ecotourism potential when the day breaks and the sun shines. The air is crisp and cool. It's only then that birds come out of their nests and joyously sing.
አየሩ በጣም ንጹህ ነው ምንም ነገር የለም እንደውም እዛው ምን ማለት ወሬ የለም አብዛኛው ምናልባት የዱር እንስሳት የወፎች የተለያዩ ነገሮች ድምጽ ነው የምሰማው
The land of the Majang is so fertile and untapped.
ማጃንግ ማለት ከሁለት ጥምር ቃል የተገኘ ቃል ነው ስለዚህ ይህ ቃል ምን ማለት ነው ማና ጃንግ ማለት ያው ጫካ እንደሆነ ነው ስለዚህ ማጃንግ ማለት ወደ ጫካ ሄድ የሚል ስያሜ ነው የሚሰጠው
implying that the forest is meant to sustain the community's way of life. Their livelihood depends on this forest. It is their source of food, drink, and medicine. The forest is not only part of the community's economy, but also the main venue for social activities. It's a center of cultural beauty to express their joy, admire life, and revere beauty.
ይህንን ባህል ጭፈራው በደስታ ጊዜ በቃ ሰላም በመሆኑበት ጊዜ ይሄ ደስታቸው የሚገለጽበት ጊዜው ከዚህም ጭፈራው የሚታዩ ሰላምን እና እርስ በርስ መፈቃቀርን የሚያመለክት ነው
This cultural dancing is accompanied by a traditional wind instrument, locally called puwak. Both women and men dance, maintaining its originality during holidays. Right after dancing, they spend their time having kawanak, a cultural food prepared from roots easily fetched from the forest, as well as the traditional coffee called kari, which is prepared from coffee leaves. The Majang community has for long lived in the forest without disrupting the natural environment, only consuming what is needed for their livelihood. Anyone walking through this area could easily see that the forest is still the foundation of the community's way of life. Although the forest is the major source of livelihood for the local people, it's now under threat due to pressures from different corners.
የቡና ተክል መስፋፋት ደኑን ሙሉ ለሙሉ እያጠፋው የሚገኝ ነው። በዚህ ዙሪያ ማህበረሰቡ ራሱ የቡና አምራቾች ራሱ ቆም ብለው እንዲያስቡ
Deforestation due to coffee and other plantations, expansion of agriculture and settlements, erosion of local traditional conservation practices, logging and local firewood consumption are among the major bottlenecks. To reserve this deteriorating situation, Melka Ethiopia, a non-governmental organization in partnership with the zonal administration, has embarked on a project that aims to ensure sustainable development for local communities.
ያው መልካ ፋሲሊቴተር ነን እኛ ወይ ደግሞ ማሳለጥ ስራ ነው የምንሰራው። ትልቁን ድምጽ ትልቁን ውሳኔ የሚያደርገው ከታች ጀምሮ ያለው የቀበሌው ህብረተሰብ በወረዳ ውስጥ ያሉ አመራሮች፣ የቀበሌ አመራሮች፣ የዞኑ አመራሮች፣ የክልሉ አመራሮች ናቸው ይሄንን ኃላፊነት የሚወስዱና መጨረሻ ላይ ደግሞ በኢትዮጵያ ይሄን ስራ የሚሰራ የተሰጠው የሚኒስትሪ ኦፍ ሳይንስ ኤንድ ቴክኖሎጂ ነው የሚሰራውና በአሁኑ ሰዓት ከህብረተሰቡን አወያይተን ጨርሰን ወረዳ ላይም አወያይተን ጨርሰን ዞን ላይም ሪጅኑን ፈቅዶ ይሄ የኛ ዋና ዓላማችን ነው ኮንሰርቬሽን ያለንን ነገር ማቆየት አለብን በሚለው ተስማምተው ኖሚኔሽን ዶክመንት ለሁለት ዓመታት ካዘጋጀን በኋላ በአሁኑ ሰዓት በሚኒስትሪ ኦፍ ሳይንስ ኤንድ ቴክኖሎጂ በኩል ለዩኔስኮ ተልኳል።
The forest has so far been protected by a traditional tribe system called Zhang. Zhang is a protected forest where beehives are hung and where food and herbal medicines are found. Every site has its own Zhang. It's forbidden to get the service without the consent of the Zhang. UNESCO recognized the site as a biosphere reserve.
ይህ ደን ለኛ በዩኔስኮ እንዲመዘገብ መደረጉ በጣም ደስ ብሎናል። ስለዚህ ለህብረተሰቡ በጣም ሌላ ደናቸውን የሚጠብቅላቸው ሌላ አካል ተጨማሪ መጥቷል ማለት ነው።
እንደ አንድ ሀገር አንድ ባዮስፌር ሪዘርቭ ሲመዘገብ አንደኛ ለሚቀጥለው ትውልድ የምናሻግርበትን ትልቅ ሪሶርስ ትራንስፈር የምንፈጽምበት ነው። ሁለተኛ እንደ ሀገርም እንደ ኢትዮጵያም ያሉን ሀብቶች በዘላቂነት ለመጠቀም ትልቅ ፕላን እቅድ የወደፊት እቅድ እያስቀመጥን ነውና እንግዲህ ባዮስፌር ሪዘርቭ አንድ ኢትዮጵያ አንድ ጨምራለች ሲባል ትልቅ ደስታ ትልቅ ሀሴት ሊሆን ይገባል ብለን የምናስበውና እኛም እንደዛ ነው የሰራን ያለነው።
Melka Ethiopia has initially held community conversations to get the biosphere reserve registered by UNESCO. A task force was formed that included government officials, police, organizations that work to protect the environment, along with community members.
መልካ ኢትዮጵያ ስራ በአሁኑ ሰዓት ደንን ባለበት ማቆምና ተቆጣጥሮ እነዛ ቦታዎችን ባሉበት ቦታ ላይ ማስቆምን ስለሆነ እዚህ ቦታ ናቸው ተብሎ ተለይቶ የተቀመጡ ቦታዎች ስላሉ እነዛ ቦታዎች ያው ካሉት ከቀበሌ ሰዎች ጋርም በመሆን እዛ ቦታ ላይ በቅርብ ከሆኑ ሰዎች ጋር የመቆጣጠር ስራዎችን እየሄድንበት ነው። ያው እዚህ አካባቢ የሚታወቀው እንግዲህ ቢያንስ በቡና ልማት ይገባል። ቡና ማልማት ይባል ያው ቡናን ብቻ መትከል ሳይሆን ጣውላ ያወጣል፣ ከሰልም ሊያከስልም ስለሚችል የተለያዩ ነገሮችንም ሊያደርግ ስለሚችል በዛ አጋጣሚ ደኖቹ ሊጠፉ ስለሚችሉ ተከልሎ ከተቀመጠ ግን ማንኛውም ነገር መሰራት ስለማይችል ማህበረሰቡ ግንዛቤ ካገኘ አልፎ መመራሩን ባለሙያውን ግንዛቤ ስለሚያገኝ ለወደፊት ያሉት ነገሮች ሁሉ ይስተካከላሉ የሚል ግምት አለኝ።
The map clearly shows how the environment looked 30 years ago, how it is today, and how it will look 30 years later. Their task is to identify the natural forest through mapping. This cultural mapping indicates the natural and cultural resources. The Majang Biosphere Reserve is exemplary of harmony between man and nature being sustained for long periods of time. The area embraces wetlands, lakes, rivers, forests, and other vital ecosystems. The forest houses nearly 550 species of plants, 33 of animals, 180 of birds, and 20 frog species. Among them, 27 of the plants, 5 bird species, and 3 of the frog, totaling 35 species, are endemic to the area. 39 species are categorized under Higher Extinction Group at the international level. This is a traditional crop grinding custom of the Majang community called kadubin. It's a unique program by which women team up in groups of 4 to grind crops. They do this traditional grinding of crops to ease the labor load of community members in the spirit of competition. Building the community's capacity to tap into alternative means of livelihood, such as ecotourism, non-timber production, and ecological agriculture, Melka, Ethiopia, is working towards reducing local dependence on forest resources. As a result, income-generating projects have been designed to help them live independent of the forest. Significant change has been observed.
ala kurkuri edi o kenya bude le chone keki tomu gangi la nyon ongonku mara la ka nyon ongonku e la ka nyon ro ba nonku e la ka bude to gi kongu le ka ya jak a ga po si america.
The proposed biosphere reserve has great potential as a demonstration site for environmental education and the link between culture and biodiversity.
ደኑን ዩኔስኮ መጥቶ አይደለም እዚህ የሚጠብቀው አሁንም የሚጠብቀው ደኑ ማለት ነው ህዝቡ ነው ማህበረሰቡ ተወላጁ ሁለተኛ ሃይላንደር ወይም ደገኛ የምንለው ሁሉም በዚህ ዞን ያለ ማህበረሰብ ሁሉ ይሄንን የሚዘጋጀውን የደን አስተዳደር ህግ ማዕቀፍ ተግባራዊ ማድረግ ኃላፊነት አለበት።
Melka, Ethiopia, is implementing an environmental education program called SEGNI, Social Empowerment Through Group Nature Interaction. SEGNI, in Oromifa language, means seed. It has strong ties to protecting the natural environment. It's an intergenerational learning program designed to create a critical young generation who understand the cultural values of their communities, have a strong connection to the conservation of nature, and play an active role in conserving the biocultural resources of the community. Recognized by UNESCO as a best practice, the SEGNI program creates a platform of interaction between the youth and elders by having them stay in the wilderness for 5 days. Elders actively participate in teaching the youth about the significance of indigenous medicinal herbs to be kept for generations to come.
አያቶቻችንና አባቶቻችን የጣሉልን ትምርት በዛ ትምርት ተንተርሰን ይህን የተፈጥሮ ደን ሀብታችን እስከ ዛሬ እንድንጠብቅ ትምርቱ አችሎናል ማለት ነው። ይህ ደግሞ የባህሉ ስርዓት ውጤት ነው።
This practice comes into demonstration during the annual school festival.
ህብረተሰቡ ግንዛቤ ከኖረ ህብረተሰቡ ግንዛቤ ካለው ይሄደን ለወደፊት ካኑ ለልጄ አሳልፋለሁ ሐሳብ ካለ መተበቅ ይቻላል። አሁን ግን እኛ የምንፈልገው ምንድነው ህብረተሰቡ ማህበረሰቡ እቺ ደን ለወደፊት ጥቅም አለው ብሎ ግንዛቤ ከወሰደ ከመሳሪያ ከመጠበቅ ከሌላ ከመጠበቅ ህብረተሰቡ ራሱ ጠብቆ ለወደፊት እንትን ማድረግ ይቻላል።
Various cultural practices of the community have significantly contributed to the conservation of the forest. Expressing their joy over successful completion of land clearing activity, some supply traditional drinks known as takhon, while others play different cultural musical instruments to the gathering. Some others are dancing. The cultural management of natural resources supports the biosphere reserve approach that the forest covers. Its surroundings are delineated into 3 distinct areas: the core, the buffer zone, and the transitional. The main area, the core, is comprised of a strictly protected natural resource zone, covering 19.5% of the forest. Research is also conducted here. Covering 32.6% of the forest, the buffer zone is devoted to both conservation and economic functions to produce honey, coffee, and spices. There is no permanent residence here. This zone surrounds the core area and is used for activities compatible with sound ecological practices that can reinforce scientific research, monitoring, training, and education. The third zone, transitional area, includes 47.9% of all cropland, grazing land, and some isolated forests, as well as urban and rural settlement areas. Perennial crops like coffee, trees, false bananas, and spices are grown in this zone with consideration to the safety of the forest. It's very interesting to see a Majang community member drinking cold, crystal clear water, pouring through baji, a stem of a flowering plant found in the forest. It's more amazing to find this plant in a place where there is no water. Sustainable development also helps to realize the harmony between culture and nature. The Majang biosphere's contribution to conservation of natural resources is not only limited to this. It contributes to the conservation of natural resources by preventing climate change through soaking carbon gases emitted from the atmospheric air that covers 250,000 hectares of forest land.
መጀንግ ህብረተሰብ ዋና የኑሮ መሰረቱ ጫካው ነው። ፎረስት ቤዝድ የሆነ ላይቭሊሁድ ነው ያለው። ያን ፎረስት ግን ከጊዜ ወደ ጊዜ ያጣው ይሄዳልና መጨረሻ ላይ ከዛ አጠቃላይ ይሄ ያለው የተፈጥሮ ሀብት ካለቀ እንግዲህ መገመት አስቸጋሪ ነው። ኮሚኒቲ ዲስፈንክሽን ይመጣል ወይ ደግሞ ምንም ሬዚስት የማያደርጉበት ነገሮች ላይ ይመጣሉና ነገር ግን ህብረተሰቡ አሁን ያለውን ሀብት እንዴት አድርጎ በዘላቂነት መጠቀም ይችላል የሚለውን ከኛ ጋር አብረን የተወያየን ያለነው።
The journey to consolidate the conservation of the Majang Biosphere Reserve is becoming successful. The local people have developed a sense of belongingness to their natural resources while engaging themselves in other income-generating activities. They have also managed to ensure sustainable development and environmental governance of the forest. In addition to this, investment flow in the area, which is dependent on the forest, has declined since the adoption of the forest as a biosphere reserve.
ደን ጠፋ ማለት ይሄን ብሔረሰብ ጠፋ ማለት ይቻላል። ለህብረተሰቡ በቂ የሚሆን መሬት ካለ ኢንቨስትመንት በምን መልኩ ነው ማስተናገድ ያለብን በማለት በቂ የመለየ ስራ መስራት አስፈላጊ ነው። ስለዚህ ኢንቨስትመንት በሚገባ የማስተናገድ አቅም አለ። ደኑ ደግሞ በተፈለገ መልኩ የማቆየት ኃላፊነትም አለ። ስለዚህ ይሄ በተሻለ መልኩ ኢንቨስትመንቱ የምናስተናግድበት ሳይት እና የደኑ ኤሪያ መለየት ነው።
If there is no forest, lakes will dry up, animals will die. Everything necessary for life will disappear. Taking care of and developing forests is an issue of survival. We all need to work together for the same cause.
ማህበረሰቡ ባህሉን የተፈጥሮ አካባቢውን በራሱ አጠቃቀም ዘዴ ተጠቅሞ ከየትኛውም ከሚመጣው ችግር አይበገሬ ሆኖ ዘላቂ የሆነ ልማት በአካባቢው ላይ ተግባራዊ እያደረገ የተሻሻለ በጣም የተሻሻለ አኗኗር ደረጃ ላይ ኖሮ ማየት ነው። ይሄ ትልቁ የመልካ ራእዩም ነው ተልእኮውም።